Hello and welcome. You're here with Brothers Forge Gaming, and this is our 50 for 50 challenge. What that is Easy and I are going to be beating 50 games. That's 25 apiece over the next 5 months to reach our 3-year anniversary here on YouTube. As a celebration, we're beating some Nintendo games, something we've been wanting to do, and we're just going to go ahead and do that. Here we have BreakThru. This is a fantastic high score challenge shooter style game. I mean, you may be in a car, not a space shooter like you're used to, but it follows the same mechanics and rules of any great high score shoot 'em up style game. Now, this is a complete run. I want to say there was 5 areas with varying stages within the areas. Very short game, not incredibly challenging once you learn the pattern. And again, this is an older game. I'm not sure if you have to cycle this game 4 times, 6 times, 2 times. Randomly, there are games like that where the first time you beat them, you don't really beat them, or there are games you don't really ever beat. They just cycle. So this one's determination. I'm not sure. I could not find any information as far as do you need to beat the game X amount of times, whatnot. Is it not considered beat till you reset the score? That kind of thing. Not sure. But it does have a definitive beginning and end if you ask me. So I'm going to call this a complete run. While it might not be a high score run, I died a lot. I did just say it's not a very hard game, but it is in a sense that when you don't know what you're doing, you don't know what to expect, it's difficult. So the first time you play this, it might offer you a challenge. Another great thing, I would say this game has incredible replay value, especially if you're going to be playing it for high score challenge with your friends. It's just frustrating enough to probably turn away any non-serious competitors at this, but it does have that value. I find it very entertaining. There are power-ups, and there are alternate routes that you can take throughout the game as far as within the level. You can drive up instead of down or whatever. The fact that you can jump the car and variate that gives it variety in a way, and that makes it a great game. Strangely enough, this one inbox, and this is a trend we're seeing, is that the inbox prices, and I believe this is becoming typical. It wasn't always the case. It used to be there was almost a set price, so you could assume a game with a box and a book was $10 to $15 more based on $5 per book, sleeve, insert, this, that. You vary, so you go the 5, 5, and 5, whatever. Anymore, this is, I would say, this would be considered a common game. I believe there's a 3 and a 5 screw variety. Not 100% on that, but I believe there is a 5 screw. Whether there's a 3 screw, I'm pretty sure there is. So that's always fun too. That's another way to collect, is going after those 5 screws. I know I'm going after that. There are a few that may be unattainable in that variety. Mike Tyson's Punch-Out is one of the more expensive ones, and then there's games like Donkey Kong Math and Stack Up and some of those other ones that are very pricey. Now, however, as I was mentioning, the trend you're seeing with the inbox prices just being almost 10 times more than the loose cart price is just crazy. So get those inbox games while you can, guys, before you can't get them anymore. As I had mentioned at the top of this video, we're going to be taking down some Nintendo games over the next 5 months. So come on back, make sure to check in if you want to see some complete playthroughs of your favorite Nintendo games. Recently, I took down Dig Dug 2, and oh my goodness, there are so many levels in that game. I want to say it was 72 levels. I did not know that. I'd read the wiki that had some false information. It said there was only, 32 levels or something like that. But anyway, so I got through that one. Took down Hook. Hook is different on the NES than on any other system. There's a game called Foxes Presents Peter Pan and the Pirates or something like that. And basically they just reskinned that game and named it Hook. But when you go to the 16-bit and further platforms where Hook has been ported to, the game runs a lot different. So that's always fun. And if you are finding a game on this SNES or Sega and you know it's available on the Nintendo, make sure to check it out on the Nintendo. A lot of time it's a completely different game. Almost everyone that I have played that is on the SNES and Nintendo is different on the Nintendo, and I prefer 8-bit platformers myself over the 16-bit for various reasons. So yeah, come on back, guys. Check it out. We're going to be beating those games. You've been hanging out with Brothers Forge Gaming, and we'll see you on the next run.